So after talking about football, we now have name calling. I love these ones as well. You could say that I'm a bit patriotic, but you could also say that I'm a bit of a historian. I loved history at school and I love reading books. So this is a bit of a history lesson for you, mate. Before we dive into Birmingham City's global rise, let's roll back the years and give the haters, especially those Villa fans chirping away online, a little history lesson they clearly missed. You see, Villa love to act like they've always been above us, like they've never cared. But here's the real truth. For decades, they were obsessed. Back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, when we were still known as Smallheath or Little Old Smallheath from certain content creators, Villa weren't just rivals, they were vultures. They reportedly tried to buy our best players, Fred Weldon, Bob McRoberts, Edmund Eyre, and even club legend Frank Womack as well. Weldon, top scorer at Villa, tried to poach him in 1894. McRoberts, Villa came waving cash again, and Leek in 1902. Villa succeeded. Blues fans were left stunned. These weren't isolated moments, it was a pattern. Villa, with their wealth and arrogance, circled us like sharks. Every time a Blues player showed promise, Villa came sniffing. When we tried to join the Football League, they blocked us. Why? Because they didn't want competition on their own doorstep. So much for looking after your own. But despite the cash, the trophies and the press trying to write Blues off, April 1906, we finished above Villa in the league for the very first time. Beat them 2-0 at Munn Street and then 3-1 at Villa Park. And at that roar from the Blues fans, it was so loud it was heard 3 miles away.
Somebody gets rattled. Never mind, here are the cheers.
That's not fiction, that's the Birmingham Mail from 1905. So next time a Villa fan mocks us, just remember, they've always feared us. They just used it to hide behind the money. Now let's talk about the future, because Birmingham City are building something they can't buy the way out of, which makes this recent era so refreshing to see. So come on, you Blue Boys. And if you don't believe me, and you do want to research it, The Uphill Fighters of Smallheath, it's a real big book. Keep right on. Blues legend.
You're right, mate.
One message to the Bluenoses for me.
Keep right on.
The Blues.
Come on.
Keep right on.
Keep right on. Hey, Ian. Keep right on, baby.
Fucking Blues.
Keep right on.
Come on, you blue boys!
Keep right on. Keep right on.
Bluenoses, welcome back to the Boy in Blue. Today, I want to take you deep inside what's really happening at our club. Not just on the pitch, but behind the scenes, because what Tom Wagner and Knighthead are doing at Birmingham City, it's different, it's smart, it's sustainable, and most importantly, it's respectful to us fans, the Bluenoses. This video is all about how we're building for the future without pricing out the people who made the club what it is. So how BCFC makes its money, and this is a really important topic as well. So how does a club like Birmingham City actually make money? So these are 3 main ways. So first, match day revenue. That's tickets, food, drink, merchandise at the stadium. Second, broadcasting revenue, money from Sky Sports, the EFL, and eventually the Premier League. Fingers crossed if we get there. And third, commercial revenue. That means shirt sponsors, kit deals, hospitality packages, and merchandise sold online or in shops, like the club shop, for example. And now we've recently got blue shirts now in Sports Direct in the Bullring as well, which is more revenue aimed at the club as well. So historically, we've leaned heavily on match day money, but that's risky, especially when you're not at the top flight in the footballing industry in the league. You know, the dream is to get to the Premier League. That is the top flight. So that's where Tom Wagner's vision comes in. He knows football clubs can't just rely on ticket hikes anymore. Fans have a limit, you know, in a cost of living crisis as well, for example. And it is pricey. So here's shifting the strategy, finding new income streams while protecting the lifeblood of this club, us, the fans. We got the sports quarter plan as well, which is all incorporated into this. So now let's talk about the big one, the sports quarter, like we've mentioned like the last couple of days. Tom Wagner's plan isn't just to build a stadium, it's to build a destination. A 62,000 seat stadium surrounded by 125 acres of land. We're talking about retail, hotels, entertainment, sports, and more, like I mentioned like a few days ago as well. This is revenue beyond match days. Think concerts, boxing events, conferences, even community festivals, things that bring money into the club, and even when the team's not playing as well. So here's the kicker. All that revenue helps the club grow without having to ask fans to pay more at the turnstiles. It's smart business, but more than that as well, it's really respectful as well, in my opinion. Football ownership. He's building with us, not above us. So he's not outpricing us, which is fantastic. And what I really like as well, like I mentioned like a few days ago, is about the authentic look that he wants to bring in the stadium as well. You know, the roots of Birmingham. And like this book, for example, you know, the uphill fighters of Smallheath, the story of Birmingham City Football Club's first 40 years from 1875 to 1915. So, you know, all this, it's where we started. He wants to keep all that. So it's, you know, it's fantastic to see. So Tom Wagner said something recently that he really stuck with me. And he said, you price out the people here, then you have different people sitting in the stands. You lose the singing, you lose the passion, and then you've lost your product. So he knows that the product is the, you know, the heartbeat of the club, was Bluenoses. That right there is why so many Blues fans are backing this project. He gets it. He gets us. He gets the club. He gets the origin, the authenticity of the club. He's not looking at us like numbers on a spreadsheet. He knows that our passion, our loyalty, our voice is what makes this club special. And that's why, even with everything going on, the stadium plans, the investments, the big vision, he's made it clear that he's not going to jack up ticket prices. He's not going to price out the working class fan. You know, me, for example, I'm a working class fan. I work full time. You know, the cost of living as well, you know, it's expensive. So that's rare. In fact, it's almost unheard of in modern football. And it's something that we should be proud of. Wagner talks among us. You know, we've seen in the open house recently just how passionate he is. You know, it was a free-for-all at the Q&As. He's always like it. That's one of the things that I really like about him. Despite how successful he is, you know, he's just a genuine person as well. You know, and the Q&A for me really hit home for me, that you could like pretty much ask him, and he said, you know, it's your club, not our club. We're just the caretakers, and you know, it just says it all. So, but it's not just words with Tom Wagner. It's his actions as well, and they speak volumes, in my opinion. So this is an American billionaire, and yet he's not locked away in some glass box in a director's suite. You know, he's out there among us. You've seen him at the pre-seasons, sitting amongst us as well on away days, buying drinks for the Blues fans, you know, an open bar. He's been spotted sitting in ordinary seats. He was there pre-season, blending in with Bluenoses. He's wearing a BCFC scarf and hoodie, buying round after round, you know, drinks, conversations like he's one of the lads. No PR team, no cameras, just genuine presence. You can't fake that kind of connection. Not here for business. He's here because he believes in what this club stands for. He understands that football isn't just about the pitch, it's about the people in the stands, the away days, the banter, the heartbreak, the hope as well. And by standing among us, he's showing that he really gets it. You know, he really gets it. When he came out with that trophy as well, you know, and the speech that he made at the Player Awards as well, in for a shock, and, you know, the stadium that'll never be built. You know, it's all part of how we feel as fans. You know, he's kind of like speaking for us, you know, because he's got a strong voice from his position, you know, owning the football club. A lot of eyes from the media as well, and the critics. So how big the club is making money without touching tickets. So if ticket prices aren't going up, how is the club planning to grow its revenue? Which is a big question. So Wagner and his team are thinking long term. Here's what they're doing. First, they're building high-end hospitality options, lounges, premium seating, boxes that bring in money from business and wealthier fans without affecting regular match day pricing. Second, they're working on big sponsorship deals, stadium naming rights, kit deals, training ground partners, all of which bring in millions without asking fans for a penny more. So, you know, it's smart what he's doing. Third, they're investing in merchandise and global branding. Use things like Tom Brady's involvement, for example, and media presence to expand the Blues audience, attract international fans, and sell more shirts around the world as well. And finally, they're focusing on the community events and non-football revenue from concerts and festivals, and to potentially even retail spaces that bring steady income all year round. This isn't just about surviving in the Championship. It's about building a club that can thrive in the Premier League and beyond without losing its soul, i.e. the Bluenoses. Tom Wagner didn't just buy Birmingham City to flip a profit. He's building something long-term, something powerful, and something fair as well. While other clubs price out their fans and chase quick money, he's doing the opposite, keeping us at the heart of it, letting the football and the city grow together. This is what sustainable football actually looks like. And for the first time in years, Blues fans can feel proud of the direction that we're heading in. So if you're excited about this new era for Birmingham City, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with all your thoughts. I love reading your comments. Do you think the sports quarter will change the future of our club forever? So yeah, thanks for watching. It's the boy in blue. And like I said, you know, we're only just getting started. Keep right on. Come on, you blue boys. Up the Wagner and fuck them all.
Who's that? Me? Oh, yeah, you. Sorry. Hello, boy. Wherever we go, we go.
Tony and Dad.
7-0 now, I'm here. Best fucking habits.